And thanks for joining us. Tonight we are talking about a new tool for police officers to save lives.
It's a drug called Narcan, and it can save someone who's been overdosed on opiates like heroin or morphine.
And joining us is Germantown's new fire chief, Gary Weiss. Chief Weiss, thanks for being with us this evening.
Thank you for inviting me.
You know, you've been instrumental in making Narcan available to your staff. Tell us why this is important to you.
Well, the fire department's had Narcan for years. And fire department, EMS people have been using it for years for opiate overdoses. But the governor of Wisconsin signed into law 213 Wisconsin 200, the act, which allows certified police officers that are trained by the fire department, their EMS provider, to administer this medication.
And it makes good sense, really, to make police officers trained and able to administer this.
Sure. A lot of times, especially at night, the police officers were already on the road patrolling. They can arrive first on a medical call. If someone's suffering from an overdose, like from an opiate, they may not be breathing. They may only be breathing 2 or 3 times a minute. If the police officer could administer this medication, they're going to save their lives until, and then we'll get there and continue on the care.
And that's crucial. Sadly, we've had heroin rise, and it's just been, we've had so many stories of overdose and people dying. Why do you think that some people are resistant to using this drug?
I think people are just scared because they just don't understand it. Some people think that maybe it's a catch-all for an overdose, and it's not.
No.
I mean, I've used Narcan on overdoses before, opiate overdoses, that it didn't work because the person is a long-time user, and it's really embedded in their system. This is really for that accidental overdose that we can bring them back.
So you brought a sample along with us. Show us how it works and tell us how it works as well.
Okay. Basically what happens is the police officers will carry in their patrol car the Narcan, which is basically just a pre-filled syringe with no needles on it. And what they do is, I'm just going to use this syringe of saline for an example. They will attach this aerosol attachment onto the end of the syringe. Again, no needles. And this goes into the nose, and all they would do is be a little water. They'll spray about a half a cc, and you'll see how it aerosolizes, almost like a like something you would use, to spray in your nose to clear up a sinus infection or something like that. And they'd give a half a cc in each nostril, and a lot of times what that does is an antagonist to the opiate. So it almost immediately helps the person if they're suffering from that. Yes.
Have you had to use this much lately?
Well, the police chief I spoke to in Germantown, Pete, told me that he thinks that there's been about 8 times that his officers could have used this year.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, right after we got through training him, we had a call that this could have been used by the police officers, but my firefighters happened to be there at the same time. So the firefighters give it through intravenous methods. The police officers give this through the nose.
Yeah, interesting. Well, Chief, thank you very much for coming in. Chief Gary Weiss, Germantown Fire Department, newly transplanted from Florida. So welcome to Wisconsin.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here
as well.